First, I'm gonna quickly. Alright, so. Yeah, we're gonna be making a phone OS in Scratch. Get my chat pulled up. View my channel, of course, and my logo doesn't work correctly. Oh well. Let's pop out chat. Come on, no, stop. Let me pop out the chat. And, here we go. Fine. There you go. Okay, let's quickly. Yeah, I don't know if I can put it here. Alright, put it back on screen now. Where should I put the chat? Top. Thing is, I can't really because, you know. You can't. Kind of already used up that space. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be using it to put it on screen. So I'm just gonna window capture. Oh, actually no. Just copy it. And then do a OBS browser. Let's see. OBS. Let's see. Paste. And now we should have a chat popped up. Alright, there we go. So. Is that okay? You know, how about, yeah, we'll be getting to it soon. I've already kind of got it started. Yeah. Okay, it's way too long. Yeah, it's way too long. 3,000. And there we go. It's good. It's probably far from that. And this is really just jumbled. My whole stream is kind of jumbled. Well. And of course, there's my chat. There's chat. Alright, anyways, here's what you came for. And I doubt that anyone's actually here, though, of course, so. Yeah, that's wonderful. Anyways, I'm gonna join in on my phone so then I can. Let's see. Does it pop up? Doesn't. Nope. It. Oh. Yeah, but it doesn't really. That's a bit. Yeah, that's a bit. It's a bit small. I'm not sure. How about 200 for that? Oh wait, I did it wrong way. Alright. With 200. Hi Playlabs. And then 800. So yeah, I'm trying to make a OS using Scratch. Like, of course, not an actual, like, for phones. Not an actual OS, though, because I don't think that'd be the easiest thing in the world, you know? So, I'm just trying to get chat on screen correctly. You know, I don't know who really is. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I see you in the chat. I think, yeah, 1600. My gosh. I don't know. I think I might just give up on this. Get on with the actual stream. First of all, why do you want to know that? Second of all, like 13 and 13. So, literally just meeting the guidelines here for YouTube. Or is it 15? Actually, I don't think I care. Just that's all you need to know. Anyways, this thing does not want to function. So I'm gonna just set it to 400 and then let's say 1000. Yeah, that seems like it might work. Alright, there you go. What you got? Let's just call it good. Yeah, that's just not. And just probably remove that. Alright, there we go. Okay, making a phone OS using Scratch. So, we're starting from scratch. Alright. Let's see. If you wonder what the little sound is, like the sound, it's the trackpads on my Steam Deck. It really likes to transfer to the microphone. Let's see. Probably improve the little home button a bit. And, let's try to get the core functionality. And so, in order to make this function, we are gonna be using a really, really nice I where's iPhone? Frame. What? Let's see. There. Yeah. Jeez, what the heck was that? And yeah, we just kind of do that. Alright, so we set height to 480, of course. Well, no, not 480. We need probably like 440, maybe. It works. Alright, so loading apps. Right now, let's just go with files. So .html, and then we load it up as a text. Well, no, and so how about we load it as a actual website? It's gonna be a lot like Chrome OS, where it's just a straight up web browser, a glorified web browser. So that's that. Let's see. HTML. No, I got -prog.github.io/ well, let's do downgrade2.html. And then really it will just kind of do this type of thing. Gotta definitely move it a bit upwards. Maybe 40, because yeah, I mean, it does work pretty well. Or 20. I'm gonna mute TurboWarp because I don't know if that that music is copyrighted or not. Oh, my name isn't Andy. Oh, talking to someone else in chat. Alright, let's try to find just the correct position. Not correct. 30 probably? No. So we're on 35. Yeah, so iframe Y will stay at 40. And then we can just, and then it will just kind of work like this. So let me reload the page. Eventually load. Come on. Load up. Downgrade. Then mobile and probably pretty map because I'm on a computer right now. And then since you're on mobile, you do whatever, but all add landscape mode later. I'm just gonna work on the purity of like the portrait phone, which yeah, we can't really do that with the mouse cursor that well. So now let's close up that. Alright, and then just so custom backgrounds. that would be really, really nice. So images, some blocks, right as other images, or skins or images. How about we go with skins? Because, I mean, yeah, whatever. And then set myself to skin and, right, we're rolling 0. Yeah, 32 looks pretty good. I will have to make sure, yeah, so since it's background, we probably will just make it always go to the back later. Thing is, here. I'm taking off the screen for a bit. I'm gonna try to get another thing. Another background. Let's see. Background. Alright, now we have some random background from a Pixabay, sure. Or no. Whatever. I'm gonna do Adobe stock because yeah. Alright. Yep. And then copy. No, that's copyrighted. Whatever, let's say this image. Copy image link, is that a direct link? Yep. It's a direct link. Let me bring the thing back onto screen. Welcome back, chat. Let's see. As my skin allow. Thing is, we gotta figure out like a way to make sure that it doesn't like oversize, maybe. Well, really, do we? Let's see. Alright, so let's take this and let's just size it up by like 500 maybe. Yeah. Because maybe Scratch could handle the scaling for us. But also might not. And just realized for some reason the thing is scrolling on me, so that's no interesting, to say the least. Anyways, don't exactly have a way. Move fencing. Go store settings and project. So clearly this would at that type of size. Alright, so I mean, I guess this could work. really work, but why don't we make a default background? Let's take the right copy and of course paste. And of course the outlines scale really bad. By that I mean they don't at all. I'd say that's pretty good. That just looks kind of like I don't know, that kind of looks like a demon. Like, not like actually, but you know what I mean. Totally. You totally know what I mean. Yeah, and then this just looks like he got bonked on the head. Let's see. I should probably change the color of the cat so then it's how about a blue? And that would work. Oh, yeah, let's do a blue for the cat. And then give him a bit of a light blue eyes. And then the well, and then there we also have a mascot for our thing, so that's cool. Okay, maybe do a thing. Let's see. Let's see if that color. And then finish off the background with a simple little gradient. Let's say. Now we gotta use paint bucket feature. Gradient. How about, yeah, gradient top to down. Alright, so now let's, yeah, that does not work. And how should we do this? Because we need, yeah, we need to have that outline portrait. Most likely because, you know, I just realized that X is kind of offset, so. Costume is my skin, and then my skin is, yeah. We still have the same old problem. How do we scale the thing? Because, or just we don't? Because we can't just have it as this, right? That looks stupid. How about, what if we kind of make a little invisible, what if we make a helper object? Background is the little helper object with that thing. And then it will just kind of resize until it gets that, it hits that, and then resize a little more, because, yeah. We have that. Now we just need to make sure that it isn't visible. And I mean visible because we can't hide it or else it won't be able to detect it. So now, here we go. We got the thing. Let's load the skin. Alright. So now we have that. We should probably make a my block. Called resize. Run without screen refresh. Alright, resize. Now, if it's touching it, it probably means this is kinda a big thing. And also, let's have that be the Y version. Your show yourself. And end screen helper X. So now we just crap. And then end screen helper X goes over here. And yeah, now we have the X version of the end screen helper. no, we repeat until touching screen helper. Then if it's oversized, we also need to make a little adjustment. If touching I don't know actually. Yeah, if it's already touching it, it will repeat until not touching end screen helper Y, and change size by -1. But if it's else, it does this. So now we have our little thing, and now it resized itself. So, but it also has a little gap because I guess I could testing it. So, let's see. That's the Y. Here. I want to see it. If let's change Y by down arrow. Crap. Alright, and now we have the end screen helper fixed to there. And now we change X. Now it's off screen. Just double check. Now that it's in its place, let's make sure we stay in those places, just in case if I mess anything up, which is not something new. So now we will, and then decide to change back to the normal skin, resize, and it goes correctly. There you go. I mean, I guess it is kind of a bit off, but it definitely works so far. So now, yeah, and then it resizes. Alright, that's good. That's good. And end screen helper X, also the same thing. If touching, can't do that. Yeah, let's say that. Probably fix it up to be good. And then if we do it like this, and we do one like this, where it's weird, it now resizes correctly. Well, mostly correctly. But yeah, so now we got the background system functioning, I guess. We can probably get to work on the actual like OSs or OS parts. So, alright. Now we got that. Let's probably work on this bar thing. Let's see, so yeah, we of course have our little app loading functionality, but we eventually will have to change this to be a local host type of thing. In fact, let me actually get that up. So, I'm gonna copy a GitHub repo that I made. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Because I'm looking. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I'm looking through my files, which I do not trust the whole worldwide internet with. Let's do. Alright. Alright. Let's try to do a Python server. Python -m http. Actually, I don't know what that is. I forgot the Python thing. Python file server API. Alright, so now let's copy in Python HTTP server. And paste. Alright, so now it should be hosting it locally. Oh, it's actually, I kind of wanna, I'm gonna host it on localhost actually. Paste, no, that's the wrong thing. Oops. Well, how do I get the -b local host. Alright, what? Yes, is that how I do it? Yeah. No. Oh wait, is that the wrong? How about local host for Python? The Python commands. Thank you for the actual thing I wanted. And now I close it. And I repaste it. Oh my gosh, my thing is becoming a literal. It is becoming a little bit of a thing. But now, wow. Oh yeah, I forgot. How do I delete index.html? that should make it a bit more easier. That will just make it so that I can move around in it, not be redirected to a thing. Alright, there we go. I deleted it. To website. Yeah, close iframe. Is there still an index? Hold on. Wait, where's index.html? I don't have any. Let me try to redo that. Now that I got it all done. Gosh. Alright. Yeah, it keeps trying to redraw. You know, that's kind of annoying. Let's see. Readme.md. What the heck is that? Oh yeah, it's web retro. Scripts. JS. Style. Say, is there any index? Can I delete that? Alright, so now I got that out of there. Gonna empty my trash. There we go. Now. Okay. What? Okay, it's not even open. What? Oh my gosh. This is kind of stupid. You know, actually, let's set it to my background. My own custom made one made for the thing. Whatever. Let me just glide back this screen. Gosh dang, this is being kind of annoying. So, I stopped the process, but it still exists. How does that even work? I just kind of want to browse the files, but I guess that isn't gonna be a thing that we're gonna be doing. So, or actually, can I? 2 more people joined, which are the only people who actually did join. So, hello to you guys. Local host 100. You know, I probably am doing something really wrong here. I probably have to add HTTP or whatever. HTTP. Oh yeah, but I kind of also stopped the process. So let me open it. That won't, and it won't take long. Documents. Where did it go? Where? It's in my home folder, isn't it? Yep, right there. In my home folder. Alright, so now I'm gonna bind it to localhost. You can come back now. Yeah, and there we go. We got all of our things. Let's figure out what Now let's try laser tag. Griff patches laser tag. Of course, this works just well. Yeah. And yeah, I did make this version which has touch controls, and it actually like functions, so that's cool. Yeah, so we can't just have it as this. This would be just why. This would just be a stupid little thing. So network. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Oh yeah.
Hello. Hello. Involved.
Oh, that's interesting. Search. All right. We need what again? We need network. Yep. There we go. We got network. Get text. Can I get a JSON? Dang, that would have been so nice if I could just get a JSON. I wonder what URL I'm gonna get. Oh, it just doesn't. Yeah, this still exists, so. Hold on, what if I like. Would this work? Oh yeah, I can't actually do that. Whatever. Let's see. In new tab. No. No. Open. No, it's just open the Turbo Warp extensions. Hold on. Open a new. Oh man, it doesn't want to. Doesn't want to. Okay, so I mean we've done all of this, so that's like functioning OS. What is this for? Nothing. Exactly. So my idea is how about we make a how about we make a interface for the home menu? Whoa! No one knew that. Whatever. Wow. What did this get? Oh, that, that's pretty cool. Can I get it if it's like HTTPS instead? Status text type. Yeah, this is not gonna. I mean, so far we have we have like a basic UI, but this is not gonna be the UI we use. Like, alright, how about, how about I do this? And then I'll just put this to the back. So then, order, move to bottom, and then, yeah, there we go. So now whenever I have to browse stuff, how to get inventory listings for Python HTTP server. Using get thing is, it doesn't. It just doesn't want to. That's it. It just doesn't function. So, would the fetch extension possibly work? Let's look at that. But alright, get. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. So, does anyone. So there's only one other person here. Do you know anything about, like, Python Git? Like, trying to get this as, like, as just, like, plain text? Because whenever I try to get it, it doesn't want to. Someone else joined also. Yeah, so the other person who just joined, do you know how I can get this as text in my project? Because this just is not gonna work. So, and before you say that it's because I am using the HTTPS or something like that, doesn't work with HTTP or with, like, both of them. So, like, how do I do this? Um, 200. Oh, wait. Oh, I get it. Cores. It's cores. Cores is here. I'm gonna go and quickly figure out how to do this without cores. Because of course, ha 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 ha. It's with it. Kind of sucks with trying to get it from cores. All right, node. So. Let's see if this will work. So I'm gonna take this and close the terminal window and oh yeah, Python. Alright, paste that in. And yes, I just used freaking Google's AI thing. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, crap. Oh, that's a bit big. Alright, let's get the thing back on the screen. Don't ask about that. That is totally not the thing that I just used. Okay, oh, and there we go. Can we possibly get a JSON? Make it a bit easier? Gosh. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, somehow we're gonna have to cipher through HTML's thing. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. We'll splitting it like this. Also, text extension. Oh, that's pretty cool. Text plus. Right now, this should be. Oh yeah, we gotta do JSON, not text. Duh. Alright. Let's create an array. Probably. 8. Oh yeah, that's just. Let's see. Oh yeah, the ref thing is definitely gonna be something. Great array. I mean, I did try to do something. I cannot read any of that though. Cannot do that. How? Gosh dang, this will suck. You know, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna have to. So, let's work on a ref, and then we just kinda, and that strips out the most that we can. And then we put the delimiter to probably that. And now we can see um yeah, let's put this in a list because I cannot read that. All right. Let's put that in well, when I know it, it literally just put it all in one thing. Okay. How about we first remove all of this? Copy and let's see, text. Waste with nothing. Oh, isn't that lovely? It didn't remove anything. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Repeat apple 3 times. Um. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna like how? P. Okay, cool. But how? So, does anyone who's watching this know how I could possibly go through this, go through the HTML and get all the things that's basically just on here? Can I get this out? Can I get all a list of files all from here? Because it's gonna be an rather interesting adventure. Do that. Let's see that. Item 1. Yeah, that's just the entire freaking thing. Oh my gosh! So we gotta probably maybe is there a post request? Yes, that's that totally the thing we're trying to do. Oh wait, why did I just go to background sprites? Let's post it to Yahoo. This thing. Post. unsupported method. Oh man, I'm going to do that though. Yeah, don't think it liked that. How do I do this, bro? So, can't we get identical? Turbo Warp starts with turbo? Where's text? Elepa? Oop. Oh my gosh. That's Jason. I am the only one on the stream. Yay. Set length of array to 2. What? I don't know how to do this. I swear I'm like the least qualified person to do this. Yeah. Just let me quickly just look up something. Jason. All that. Oh, also. Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna end stream. I probably just don't want to do this anymore.